First one, the top tier point I have here, Tory being absolutely busty off again. I think the main kind of storylines in the season were the John Kreese backstory.
Yeah.
Kind of what led him to be the person he is, and to have that kind of the beliefs he does and stuff, and how Cobra Kai was founded.
Yeah, PTSD from Vietnam, like.
That kind of, yeah. And then obviously Miguel's recovery was obviously one of the main talking points, even though I think the methods to his recovery were a bit kind of...
It's a bit cringe like at times.
Yeah, so yeah, but then other things I liked then was just like more flashbacks to Karate Kid 2, because I'd nearly forgotten that movie, like, so kind of just, it was nice to kind of like get some flashbacks to that so I could remember some things.
Yeah.
Hawk's Redemption as well, even though that was, the kind of pacing was that, it was kind of like, it was very quick, kind of like, turnover
decision,
stuff.
like, yeah.
I think he's more badass than Cobra Kai. Just coming out there.
Like I don't know, he's definitely one of the cringiest fellas.
Sure, you can't be a Miyagi though with a bloody fucking 6 foot long hawk, like. Just doesn't make sense.
Big
like,
red thing, like.
Yeah, do you know? It just doesn't look right.
But like, the way the show's presented, it's like Dimitri's the nerdiest fucking guy in the show, but like when you're watching it, it's like Hawk is just like the biggest cringe.
He's just trying to be someone he's not, like.
Yeah. And the hair as well. Like fucking Rufio from fucking Hook.
All I'm gonna say is he's the best character.
Go on anyway, Andrew.
Yeah, then the other things were just kind of like the Johnny and Daniel they're kind of like working together kind of a thing. Getting
like,
closer and closer kind of way.
Yeah,
it's like just when you think it's like working, they'll have like just a disagreement out of nowhere and stuff, like, so it's like one step forward, 2 steps back, so all the time kind of thing. And then obviously Ali returning then was a big, like, a big character from the movies kind of come back into it, like, so.
Yeah, kind of time together, I suppose.
And that kind of helped then with the kind of relationship between Daniel and Johnny. I didn't really dislike much. I just said like that the pacing. Some episodes kind of dragged on.
Yeah.
When it didn't really have to, and then other things that maybe they should have played out or dragged out a bit longer, felt a bit rushed and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd say that was a good thing about it being a half an hour episodes as well, though. I'd say if it was an hour episodes, we could be struggling there like to watch.
It's never an hour, was it?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's good that it was a half an hour.
They might do in season 4.
And I just think the ending as well, just the way, I don't know, the ending just seemed a bit kind of rushed and kind of ended kind of abruptly, like where if they had like another episode or 2 to the season, like you could have just played out that storyline. It's kind of a cliffhanger
really though, isn't it? Like,
yeah, they should have just like played out that storyline and had it finished and then kind of going, but like they didn't, like, so that's kind of, I just didn't really like how they ended it kind of abruptly, like. But yeah, it was kind of more just like, I don't know, the season was grand, but it was more just kind of like a filler in between season. Season 4, kind of like
more to build up to the Valley Championships.
But like,
four, like,
out of the 3 seasons, would you say it was as good as the other 2 seasons, or would you say it was a step down? Like,
I wouldn't say it's a step down. Like it's different in its own way because it was darker and stuff, and like even some of the fight scenes and stuff, you know, it wasn't like proper old school karate. It was like kind of almost like street fight.
It's like John Wick or something. Like,
yeah, like smashing glasses off people and all weapons and kind of stuff like that. Like it was a lot more.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Hawk, they're smashing glasses off people inside the house, but then you know something clicks in the brain 2 minutes later.
That's what I mean. Like,
I'll go up to Miyagi though.
That's what I mean.
I'm actually a nice guy. Like.
Actually nice guy.
I actually didn't mean that. Like.
Yeah. He actually went to the Eagle fan karate.
Whatever they're called.
Doesn't matter what they're called.
In the end.
You did it.
Who? Hawk?
Yeah.
He went to Miyagi in the end with Daniel. Remember the back
they're joined together.
Yeah.
I don't think they're all under Miyagi. I think it's the two.
They probably need a new name. So
Miyagi fan or whatever.
Miyagi.
It's the 2 karate groups kind of together, like.
Eagle.
Is that everything?
He's another page full there.
Well, and you might as well keep going, lad.
No, just on that thing about kind of it being a stopgap kind of season, it was just kind of like to set everything in motion and set out all the pieces, kind of like have them settled for season 4 kind of a thing, like, so. So that's it really.
I'd have to agree, like. No. Just, you agree? Yeah. Well, Steve.
all his points I had written down, like.
Apart from
peeking over the shoulder there, like
well, no, not really. Like the whole fight scenes had more impact, like this season, 100%.
Sure,
like he said that Andrew would lost in it. Yeah, Ali come back out. Johnny and Daniel understand. We've gotten that already. Blah blah blah.
You were copying from Andrew.
Miguel's recovery, Hawk's redemption, Robbie's choices, Daniel,
go
Johnny.
You didn't talk about Robbie's choices.
You didn't talk about Robbie's choices, yeah, go into that.
Yeah, thank God. Robbie's choices at the end there of the season. He kind of, I don't know, he chose his own path, like at the end of the season, like,
yeah.
you know. So,
which is kind of a good thing, but he kind of picked the wrong path though.
Yeah,
it's good that
he
he's
did
making
it.
his own decisions, like, but
yeah, they were rash
he chose the wrong
decisions,
path.
like.
I think he was just sick of everyone fucking.
Crease was the only one there.
no
one on the side, like. So.
But in a way as well, though, he was kind of also blaming everyone for his own issues, you know, which is kind of, he wasn't fully owning up to it, like, do you know what I mean?
He's like a problem child there.
So it's kind of more rash decisions, kind of fueled by anger and hatred and shit for like the way people are kind of.
Yeah. You got anything else?
Everything else Andy kind of pointed out, so
yeah,
I'll get over to
anything
the.
else you need to add to my points, like feel free.
I'll give over to the blonde beast there.
Blonde.
Bart Simpson himself.
Oh yeah, nice.
So,
where am I going? Notes. Right, well, the first one, the top tier point I have here, Tori being absolutely busty off again. So she was.
Yeah. Hold on a second, obviously, for people that don't understand, like, you know, what does busty?
What does busty entail, Steve Bond?
The big behind, you know, the old
curvature,
the old curves, and she at least has double D's. At least double D's. That's all I say. I mean, from the second season to the third season, there's a big difference. Like, 100% there's a big difference. What is it?
Another level by.
Oh, can you believe she's on Disney Channel next week?
I don't know. Look, whoever was watching on Disney Channel, hit the record button.
Like your man came and saved her though.
Who's that? John
Kreese, like, you know, he threatened.
It's a bit of a. Yeah, I suppose like that's why she has
loyalty
loyalty to Cobra Kai now. Like what?
Yeah.
He's doing that for himself though, really. For
of course, it's manipulation in a way. Like manipulation.
It's not like he cares about her.
If he.
I don't know. Do you think he kind of has a soft spot for like women and stuff? Because you've seen it started this season.
Could be related to Silver.
Do you remember cut back the fucking the diner and the girl was getting bullied and he saved her and all that kind of stuff. So maybe he's like a sweet like.
Yeah, but that was before he went to Vietnam and stuff. Like
he's just got all.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Vietnam obviously fucked him up. Like he obviously has PTSD. Like
once he saw those cobras, like even like there's no going back.
Even inside his office, there's pictures of fucking helicopters in Vietnam on the wall and everything, as if to show. Most people have pictures of their kids, like, and your man is. Helicopters in Vietnam.
Your man definitely has about 5 kids or something, but the helicopters in Vietnam are more important. Yeah, but that's the main point. Anyway, second one, just over. I'll talk about that later. Sam shouldn't be allowed to speak during the whole series. Her character is cringy.
Why do you think she's cringy though?
I think I don't know. I think it's just her
overall. Do you mean her acting or do you mean
her acting? Her
overall
posture during the scenes, like her overall posture, speaking and stuff like that, is just so cringy in a way.
Do you think she's like she should be a bad person in a bad?
No, it's not even her.
I don't know. I didn't really.
I think the whole family, except maybe the wife, give her away, is. I think cringy, even fucking.
I think it's just because they're so nice, though. I think maybe you don't like the nice characters. Daniel, they're too clean coffee, like.
Yeah, that's maybe that's what it is. Probably a bad boy, like so.
Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it?
Johnny's been on a bit of a kind of character arc, like Joe, like where he's like kind of admitting to the flaws, like, and he's kind of being good, but like in his own way. But like
even in the first season,
but he's still the same though. He's still kind of he's slowly learning,
but he does it for the right kind of reasons though. Whereas like Daniel is just like we're the good guys, and Joe he's like so like into that and shit. Like whereas like
I think the first season I don't think I liked Daniel at all. I think it was kind of like I'm kind of sick. But I think slowly I'm starting to like him a bit more.
The son's character got changed. The fat guy. The fat child.
He just lost a load of weight.
No. Was he even in this? He
was
for one scene.
For like 5 minutes.
I think he got changed. There's no way you're losing about 20 kg there during a season, like, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely got changed.
Steve fat shaming kids.
The whole storyline with Miguel and his recovery was just stupid and unrealistic in a way as well, because no matter who you are, you could be Superman there and you're not recovering after about 4 or 5 months there out of falling off a 3-story building onto a bloody balcony or whatever the bar was, an iron bar or something, just stupid, like. And then automatically, you know, after being more or less pronounced paralysed or something like that, you know. Pronounced paralysed, you go and toe tapping there at the Rock concert, you know.
Yeah, it's unconventional methods, like, you know.
Yeah.
He's not going by the book, like, the hospital tell you to get certain treatments. Johnny just goes to take to the Rock concert.
Yeah, because, you know, because I forgot that Johnny before was, you know, he's a big time doctor there before he started doing karate, you know. No, yeah, but it's just, I don't know, it's just stupid, like, you know.
I agree, it was cringe though. Well, it was cringe, but I thought it was kind of funny though. I think it went with the cringiness. I think it's supposed to be kind of cheesy as well, though. The show, you know.
I suppose, yeah.
It's supposed to be like buying to like 80s kind of cheese. Like.
Summertime, you can't feel your toes, and then, you know, coming Christmas time, there some people break into the house, but you're able to throw a spinning hoop kick to their jaw, you know.
Yeah, the recovery was funny. But like Johnny made it funny.
The process
like,
was
he was like,
it was funny, but it was unrealistic.
That's all we do, and he's like, you felt like a champ, kind of a thing, like Joe, and he's kind of like, but what really like Joe was unrealistic was like all the times that Miguel fell and shit like during the recovery like that. Probably would have made him even more fucking paralysed or something like.
Of course, yeah. Definitely.
So I was like,
sure, you know,
in reality, it would have fucked him up even more, but like it actually like saved his life.
Like, people are watching this, and you know, even in one of the scenes, you know, load of motivation through my recovery during my legs, you know, hasn't done a spinning kick there since 2019 or something like that. And motivation.
That was something as
well. Pushes him off and absolutely bangs it out. Just unrealistic, like.
Yeah, he couldn't do kicks for
in the training,
dog shit, like, and then like the man is like baiting into his spine with punches, the spine that like got fucked up. And then all of a sudden, then it's like, right, no. Whatever you did, you put that disc back into place. Now I can fucking do some spinning kicks. And I was kind of like,
brain power, like.
I know, like.
Just came back to him, like riding a bike.
Like it came back way too quick.
Like riding a bike, falling off a building there, get back on the horse there, like, you know, spinning kick.
Like that's why I was on about the pacing and some of the stuff. Like his recovery, like fucking went like that. And same with your man Dimitri's broken arm. Like he recovered like that, like in.
Oh sure.
That just disappeared.
One week there, he broke him. The next night, he's out for a night out there with a keg or something.
He proper snapped it as well.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so I was like, what the fuck? But like that happened really quick. Like so, a lot of the pacing, like some.
But I think how like fun and stuff was made up for it, and the action and stuff made up for it. Like you let it get away with those like little small details. Like
yeah, but like if you're really like kind of going like. Honing in on the little details, like, because it was a good season. Like, there's not like that many negatives, but like if you're like really like
for pinpoint and stuff
like just because you don't want to be like, oh look, Cobra is amazing, like Joe. If you're really going into like the small little details, like then those are just some of the small things, like.
Well, anything else, Steve?
I have just don't understand why Ali came back. Like, unless they're building up to a season 4 of a bloody cheating scandal or something like that during the way of the All Valley Championships. I don't know. I just didn't understand why she was there at all. Like,
I suppose it could give Johnny closure, really. Like
that's what.
Sure, but yeah.
Because like Daniel stole her from him and all this kind of stuff. Like kind of give him closure and kind of get him forget about the past kind of a thing, you know? Because like, he kind of resented Daniel his whole life for.
They could
have when they were teenagers, you know.
They couldn't have Daniel there. Just turn and goes. See the wife there, she's gone there, we go into the bathrooms there or something like that. Like, they couldn't do that, like, so important,
but I think it was probably more to get the two lads together, like,
and make them forget. Well, mainly
Johnny.
She
started it like in a way.
Yeah,
so
she started to beef really though.
So
surely there's more ways for getting someone together. Like there's more ideas.
Well, that's why it was
still in Johnny's head all the time, you know.
Huh?
It was kind of still in Johnny's head all the time, like that. Like Daniel took his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And that's what.
I think you already kind of have that storyline going on anyway, because you have. Robbie thinking out that Miguel stole his girlfriend, so it's like that kind of whole thing is like
it's like a cycle, yeah.
It's like a new cycle starting again now, like so.
To be fair, he done it to him first, in all fairness.
So it's kind of, you know, nice that they kind of ended the Johnny one, because like he'll probably have to kind of be like to Robbie, like, look, I've been in this situation as well, like, and kind of like he'll have to work that shit out in season 4, like.
Look, I'll leave it on the cards. Put money in the middle of the table. Robbie to win the All Valley Championships.
Do you think so? Cobra Kai to win, like. Well,
he'd be back, so it'd be a cool
variation, like. I imagine they will, because the show.
I'd say if he does, there'd be like a big thing then at the very end, like.
It'll matter.
Has to be. Well, you
can't what the stakes are, like.
You couldn't see Daniel and Johnny fucking off and being like, oh, they're going to close down the dojo. So
they're not going to probably beat Miguel.
But the show is literally called Cobra Kai, though. They're not going to close down Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Well,
so I think if Cobra Kai is the only gym that stays open, then maybe, I don't know, maybe Kreese.
But maybe that could be it. The whole season 4 of how Cobra Kai beat Miyagi-Do and whatever Eagle Fang, whatever the bloody hell is, Hawk Fang, whatever.
Well, I imagine that'll be done the first episode. I imagine the first episode of next season will be the tournament.
Could be, yeah.
But like we get onto that later anyway, because we're talking about the end and there in a bit. But
the whole season 4 maybe a bit of a shock, and Cobra Kai, you know, Cobra Kai wins. Season 5 then being redemption, and then coming back at it, going back for Cobra Kai and stuff like that. And
no, but if they lose the tournament, they're done. That was the rules, like.
Yeah.
few seasons set like a high standard, and I thought this one like was just as good. Like I don't think it was worse than either of the other two seasons. I thought it was like it's very cheesy show, like, but
it is, yeah, definitely.
But it's like the perfect level of cheese. It doesn't like go overboard really. Like at times maybe it borders on it, like you know with the rock concert thing.
That's all it's.
But like for example, like how Johnny like was trying to teach Miguel how to walk again and all this. And one of the things he done was he brought him to a rock concert, and Miguel's foot started tapping for the first time, and they were both like, "Wait, you're moving." Do you know? And it was just like, it was like the power of rock and roll, like, you know, got him walking, got him fucking walking.
They definitely put like kind of 80s logic into the show, like.
If you've been in a wheelchair for 19 years,
it's kind of charming though, like the 80s kind of lot, like it's kind of, you know.
It goes with it, like.
It goes with the theme of the show, yeah, like for the kind of 80s kind of cheese. I like.
Is it based in 80s? It's not based in 80s.
Well, no, like, no. But like, they kind of mix the two modern and 80s together,
Yeah. I liked fight scenes this season. I thought the fight scenes felt I don't know. I think they took the fight levels to like a new level this season. Like I thought they were way more choreographed. Like I thought you could tell like the fight scenes in this season was better than the last two seasons. Like it was like at times like it was like watching something like.
They definitely have stunt doubles, do they? They definitely have stunt doubles, do they?
Oh,
I'd say so, yeah. But
like, I'm watching Daniel, you know, throwing hook kicks there, and the next minute then he throws a shitty elbow like going.
I don't imagine.
You can see it, alright.
Yeah,
I don't imagine they got that kid with the glasses and fucking through a window, like, you know. I liked how I thought this season was a bit darker than the other seasons.
Yeah.
Like I literally thought someone was going to die this season, like the way like, some of the fight scenes were going on, like people were getting glass smashed into their head, people thrown through windows. Like I literally thought it was going to come to a point where one of them was going to, because like I think the rivalry got like so bitter that like it literally looked like one of them was just going to kill someone. Like I thought Hawk at one point could have killed someone. Like I thought he was just going to.
I thought he killed.
He was going to go either way. He was either going to get redeemed there. He was literally going to kill someone.
Every punching scene. Do you know when if anyone's on the floor and they're begging for mercy, punching 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times there into the face.
Like I suppose as well though, the show had to be dark because like it really ended someone getting paralysed basically. So I had to pick up from that like and go there. But I thought the darkness in it and gave more stakes to the fight scenes. Like you literally thought someone was going to die in the fight scenes.
Yeah, definitely.
Kreese's backstory, the same as Andrew said. The Vietnam thing was good. You can tell why he's the way he is. Like the PTSD, like you know that comes into the fact when he's there like abusing kids, and, you know,
manipulating children.
Yeah. Like he's literally walking around. Like there's literally 3 karate gyms in that place. Like and he's literally treating it like it's a Vietnam battlefield. Like do you know what I mean?
No mercy. The All Valley or
like
nothing.
He's looking at Daniel as if he's the Viet Cong or something. Like, you know?
The soldiers were.
The king of the castle, like.
Yeah, like the Dodo's having a few fights, like, and he's like, "This is war."
One thing I didn't like about it though.
12 o'clock at night, glass being smashed and people going into it, like, you know.
One got flown through that window,
One thing I didn't like about it though was I thought the Vietnam scenes looked a bit cheap. Like you could tell they were just in some random field and they just kind of darkened it down a bit, like in the editing and stuff. But it worked, like it worked for what it was. It worked.
I'd say for people who wouldn't know so much about that stuff, like
I'd say
you pulled it off. You pulled it off just about, you know.
Yeah.
Since it was only a flashback, they probably didn't put much into it.
Obviously, something. Well, like it was a bit cheesy, right?
Yeah.
Like you gotta like give props to my boy Dimitri, like you know.
Fair play, like oh, you
the second he comes into the school, all the girls are, you know.
Yeah. To be fair, like when you learn karate and you're putting a hawk through shit, like you know, you're always gonna get babes.
And he ended up pulling the hottest girl in the school, like, which was, well.
She loved it as well.
I don't want to like it sounds mean, like, but it's quite unrealistic, like. To be honest, like.
I mean, she loved
like,
this big
she
thing,
was,
like, you know.
What's the rating of the series?
I'm actually not sure.
Couldn't be 12 because if 12 are also watching.
If 12 surely.
If 12s are watching that, then the unrealistic vibes going through their head 24/7. There has to be
16s or something, maybe 15 or 16.
15s, I'd say. 15s. Definitely have to be 15s.
But you can see he was there playing with his Legos, and the girl was like, looked like she was getting hot, like when he was playing with the Legos, like she was like, oh yeah, she was like
getting flustered.
It was weird.
When she seen the steam come to volcano,
like she was like, put your hands there.
Yeah. So it was like props to him, like, but it was cringe, like.
Fair fucks.
And he's like, I can resonate with that.
Well, I can concur with his with his
comment.
And the ending, I didn't really like the ending because I don't know, the fact that they brought him to the next season, like it's like so basically the ending of the show.
Big cliffhanger.
A cliffhanger that whoever loses the karate tournament is literally ran out of town.
Yeah.
Which I think was a bit like why would Johnny and Daniel agree to those stakes. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like
No, and he'll probably have something
Yeah,
up
but
his
is that
sleeve as well. Like
is that the stakes for them as well though?
I don't think so.
It would
like,
have
that's
to
what
be.
he said, but they agreed
why-
to it. Like
No,
why,
because
why can't you just say
they
we're
said-
gone if we
they
win
said
and then
to
it goes no
Priest that
bother,
if-
so see you later. Like.
Priest goes, if I lose, I'm gone or whatever, and then he goes to them, if he lose, and then Johnny cut him out and goes, we won't. So he
Yeah,
he
yeah,
but
like,
that
never
doesn't
got
mean-
to say what he
I think
Yeah,
that's what,
what their stakes are.
I think that's just the way of finishing it, and just saying they're basically saying the same thing, and you know him not letting him
Yeah,
finish
maybe.
the sentence. Like.
yeah, no, but
But like, I don't know, like, cause
I think it's a cringe. Like I think for the show, I think it's like it's a fun way to do it. Like I imagine the first episode of the new season is going to be them, the Craddy tournament,
There's gonna be
and then the rest of the season we dealing with. So I imagine if I had to guess, I would say the first episode. I think Cobra Kai win the tournament in the next one, and I think
How can you build
I
on
think
that
that,
though?
I think
know.
they have to be lucky though. 'Cause
Cobra Kai could lose it and
No,
Priest
no,
leaves, but then
no.
Terry Silver comes in to
No.
take over from.
But like, because if he was to lose, he'd have to close in the gym. You can't just have someone walk in. Do you know? So I think Cobra Kai will win, and I think
I
the
don't
rest
think
of the season will be them trying to stop Kreese.
I don't think they'll open.
But how can
I don't think they'll open with the tournament. So
I think
they'll
that's
open
the
with
last episode,
Terry
I think.
Silver coming back into it,
Yeah.
like,
100%.
and then there'll be a massive build up to the tournament at the end. I say.
Yeah, because there's nothing to follow up from then if they do the
Yeah.
tournament straight away.
So they did say they did say during the time period that the Valley so many the Valley Championships is so many months away as well. Like, so it just, I don't know.
Sure, that was December at the end, like,
Yeah.
and the thing is in December, like, so.
So, yeah, but I actually think it could be the first episode, and the rest of the season's them.
It's
dealing
weird. I
with
don't
what
know how
happened.
they do the time periods. The time period is all.
Yeah, because like Dimitri
Oh,
had his arm
weird,
broken in
and
one
Each
Yeah.
episode.
episode is
Stupid,
like
stupid.
a month later or 2
Well, like
months or
in
something.
one
like that.
episode, Dimitri had his arm completely broken. The next episode, it was grand and he was in a fight.
Yeah.
Like literally just because they needed him to have an okay arm to be involved in the fight scene.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, like I feel like if they have the championship, at the very end of the season 4, there's just no time zone at all. Like it's just
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah, it'll be first episode. I think it has to be first episode.
Seen as like
Either-
it's
yeah.
December and the Valley Championships is in December. Like
Yeah, I think it'll definitely be. I think.
Yeah.
What I don't know. What's our predictions then for next season? Like, what do you think of it?
I don't. I'm still
Torrent
caught-
gets
I'm still
more
caught in
goals,
two minds. I don't. I'm still caught in two minds about when the actual tournament. will
Okay,
take.
what do you want to happen? Let's change the questions. Like, what do you want to happen as opposed to what you think will happen. What do you want to happen?
Well, I think because this season they got a lot darker than the previous two, I don't think they'll be like, oh, the good guys are going to win. Like, so I can see Cobra Kai winning the tournament. Or
It'll get even more darker, right?
Yeah.
I think it will. I think someone's dying. I think someone's dying next season.
so I can see it getting.
John
Like, I don't
John,
think it's
John
going to be
Priest.
the good
put
guys are
on
going to win, especially if it's going to be in the first episode. Like, I don't see that happening too much.
I feel like if it's rated 12s or PGs, no one's dying. But if it's 15
Do
upwards,
you know what I
someone's
actually
dying
think will
next
happen, right? I think over the rest of the next season, I think Cobra Kai will win the season. I think Daniel and Johnny will get closer, right? And I think eventually Johnny will end up killing Kreese. And I think
They tease it there
at,
as well,
at,
yeah,
at,
yeah.
at that point, then I think he will be accepting of the fact that Daniel can like coach the kids, and I think Johnny will literally go to jail, and Daniel will be running the karate gym. That's what I think. I think Johnny's going to jail. I think
Some
Johnny's killing.
bold prediction.
That's what I think.
Chilling.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. It's been
comment.
Andy over and out.